of the table. So opting to screw off of them, trying to land on the black. It's been very, very unfortunate there.
Great effort, wasn't it? Very unlucky for that red. Oh, he said he's going to be a bit aggressive with that one.
Neil Robertson. 30.
Ultra aggressive. Missed it by a long way. Could have left something a little bit easier.
Yeah, the pink has actually travelled so far around the table. He's actually hampered Julien and the red into the right corner pocket. So without that pink travelling there, I would have fancied Julien for this, but I think when you have to jack the cue up into the air, there's always that chance of just flicking a little bit of unwanted side onto the cue ball. Oh, and he's done very well to block that. I think he's got quite an interesting cue action, Ken. It's like the first initial feather is a really long drawback, and the last one is a really short little feather. And it's always the same. It never changes, no matter the shot.
Yeah.
6.
Quite unusual now. Could play maybe for pink into the left centre here and get the pink back on the spot if you wished. Just leave a nice angle.
7.
Well, he's played for the yellow, but still okay. I mean, he's got 3 or 4 reds he can play on here.
Yeah, and I think in not playing the shot you mentioned there, Ken, the black must pot to the left corner bag. Otherwise, I'd have been putting the pink down this end of the table just to make life a little easier.
No.
Well, he's over on the cue ball there, but was the black, is the black potable? Well, looks like it goes. Not quite sure why he didn't play for the black there. It's amazing, isn't it? I mean, if he played that, the previous red, got the pink back on his spot, life would have been so much easier for him. He's given himself options, isn't he, now? He's just out of position slightly.
Yeah, with him just travelling just slightly further at the table, he's got a much more extreme cut back on the blue, so having to do a little bit more work with the cue ball. Yeah, and he's just starting to just chase it a little bit. I'm not sure if this red goes to the right corner pocket. And it just squeezes past, but it's not the nicest of shots. You feel like the middle pocket's almost a big target here, but should be able to just come underneath the middle pocket, play it for the blue.
60.
And again, just the wrong side. He's just slightly chasing the cue ball at the moment. That's a very good positional shot there. Had to avoid the red on the side cushion to make sure he was on the 2 into the left corner pocket. So may choose to play the lower of the 2 and hold for the black into the same pocket. Oh, I can only assume he's not come round to look at the black. He had to finish top side in playing for the blue. So I may now play for the red above the black here into the left corner pocket. And that's the one he's played on. Now he is going to need
27.
a couple of the awkward reds Again, I'm not sure if he's got an angle here to just maybe play up and dislodge the one up near the middle pocket. Guaranteed to be on the blue.
Yeah, I think he might leave that until a little bit later. Maybe just tidy up this one, play for the black.
20
and then maybe off the red, one of these two loose reds that he may contemplate taking a red off the side cushion with. But you can see he's grown in confidence. He's getting a little bit more fluent now. He's got a nice angle on the red to the left of the cue ball. The other one is more straightforward, but
I think he's missed a bit of a trick there.
Yeah.
I think he could have played the other side of this red and used it to dislodge the red up towards the middle pocket. And I think he's just making life a little bit more hard work for himself. Obviously running out of options now. Having to play on the last loose red. Yeah, and when you start chasing it, it becomes more and more difficult. So
40.
it's not the angle he would have liked off of this red. Ideally would have liked to have played on the black. Going to have to land top side of the blue. Where he's pointing his cue, he'd like to finish slightly higher than usual, just to play off of the black cushion. And he seems to have decelerated on that one. Oh, if he's dead straight, it could be end of break. Or how adventurous is Julien feeling? Could possibly take the brown, swinging it off two cushions over towards the two tied up reds. He's just looking at that. Oh, maybe opting to pot the blue and have a go at the double. Yeah, and that's what he's played.
49.
looks good. Very good. Excellent shot. Nicely worked out, but the angle on the black doesn't afford him the chance to knock the red out, so just make sure of the black, the 7 points, and maybe leave a double or a straightforward safety shot. Yeah, so he's left a double. 24 points in the lead, so the red and the black will be enough here. It's worth taking on.
57.
I think with where the green is placed, there's definitely value in going for this, because if he does happen to leave the red, it's not a gimme for Neil, so definitely worth having a pop at this. Oh,
Julien
very
Leclercq.
close. Has he got second
57.
prize?
Yeah, decent break, 24-point lead. Maybe use the red to get the green out here. No.
Didn't try and double the red back at the table. He's just handed the safety advantage to Julien.
Maybe sending the red down towards this bottom right corner pocket, but there's a big target for all those three colours there. No? Oh, that's just so poor. Nail Robertson, wow.
Julien Leclercq.
Such a
4.
mistake. I don't know why he played it like that.
Yeah, I think he was anticipating to flick the yellow. There was just a slight arc on the cue ball that took it around it and into the pocket. So again, Julien's got a chance here of playing a double whilst also holding the white in behind the green. So a bit of a 2-in-1 shot. And he does only need the red. I think it's worth having a go at the double. The only way he can leave it on is if he catches the far jaw of the middle pocket and brings the red back towards bulk. Yeah, very good shot.
One.
And as you see there, even if the red didn't go in. Had cover in behind the green. And just a little touch up behind the green, and that gives Julien complete control of the frame. 29-point lead. He's looking good for a 3-2 deficit. He's certainly in this match, Ken.
Yeah, I think he's done well. He's got a bit of help from that man, for sure. But he's held himself together well, and he just popped this yellow and make it even more difficult for Robertson. He's come up with 2 really good doubles in this frame, Julien. Two 4-point snookers now required for Neil Robertson, so it's worth coming back because of
Julien Leclercq 2.
The situation of brown and pink. It's a big target to get behind.
Yeah, and this was such a huge frame for Julien to win. Looking like only being 1 behind. Obviously, in losing this frame, it would have been 4-1, and it would have been very difficult to see him coming back into the match. And I always wonder, Ken, see Neil going for that long pink. He kind of just got down and hit it. I don't know if there was a bit of frustration there with how the first 4 frames went, and obviously with us in the comms box, we're sort of maybe questioning a few shot choices, but he's played a great snooker.
Yeah, I think he was a little bit frustrated when he potted that red into the middle that he didn't get on the black. He was a bit unlucky. No, this is nowhere near. Nowhere near.
Foul.
And he has a chance again. As I said, that's a big target. Pink, brown, even the blue, they're all in a line. No, it's not good. So only 1 4-point snooker required now.
Yeah, and Julien just needs to be careful of where he places this green, because brown just behind the pink. If at some point Neil can pot the green, would be an easy snooker on the brown, but he's played a good shot there, Julien. I think he's just left the green sticking out, so Neil will be playing up towards a similar position the cue ball's in now.
This looks good.
What a shot he's played there. Oh, he's a bit unlucky. It's just travelled just a couple of balls too far. Great effort. Now, Julien find 1 good long pot here. Oh, he's hitting it very, very hard, isn't he? He could do with just stroking that in.
I think that drifted, Ken. I'm sure it did.
Yeah. At 100 miles an hour. That's the interesting. He could pot the green here. Try and get a cue ball low on the brown. Yeah.
3.
Oh.
Yeah, that's about as awkward as
Yeah,
it could have finished, isn't it? He's kind of directly in line with the pink and the brown.
Yeah, he needed to have a little bit of an angle so he could just trickle up behind the pink, but he can't do that now, unfortunately. Just got to get that brown just past the pink and hope he can get a full ball snooker. Yeah, that's as good as he could
Yeah,
possibly
Robertson.
have done. Now, there is a bit of pressure on this. He needed 2 snookers. Julien plays it off 1 cushion. It's a bit more difficult. So he's going off 2. But I'd be coming down the right-hand side of the table. He's going the left-hand side. Much harder to hit from this side. Good hit. Well done. Well done.
Tell you what, Ken, that was a really brave way of playing that escape. It's a much harder snooker to hit off of 2 cushions. I'd have been playing inside the middle pocket off of 1 cushion with a touch aside. So every credit for hitting it, playing it that way.
There's a stat you didn't expect to see after only, well, almost 5 frames. The match has gone over the 2-hour mark for these 2 players. I wouldn't have predicted that. Oh, this has gone wrong.
Yeah.
And that's frame already
Frame Julien
conceded
Leclercq.
from Neil Robertson. So Julien Leclercq is sticking in there.